You're not the type of girl to remain with the guy, too shy, too afraid to say he'll give his heart to you forever. I'm not the boy that will fall to his knees with the sans class type beggar, begging you please to stay with him for worse or for better. But I'm staring at you now, there's no one else around. I'm thinking you're the girl for me. I'm just saying it's fine by me if you never leave, and we can live like this forever. It's fine by me. In the past I would try hard to commit to a girl, wouldn't get too far. It always somehow seemed to fall apart. But with you, I could see what I need. I could dream realistically and knew that this was different from the start. And it seems that every time we're eye to eye, I can find another piece of you that I don't wanna lose. And I'm staring at you now, there's no one else around. I'm thinking you're the girl I need. I'm just saying it's fine by me if you never leave, and we can live like this forever. It's fine by me. I'm just saying it's fine by me if you never leave, and we can live like this forever. It's fine by me. And it's never easy, darling, believe me, I'm as skeptical as you. But when I think of life without us, it seems like what we're supposed to do. But I don't wanna come on too strong. I'm just saying it's fine by me if you never leave. We can live like this forever. It's fine by me. It's fine by me if you never leave, and we can live like this forever. It's fine by me. I'm just saying it's fine by me if we never leave, and we can live like this forever. It's fine by me.
Hey, you are back with Blondie,
And Ginger.
and this is the Riddle special, which is a 2-act operetta with our special guest.
Alexander Pierce Hill.
Woo woo.
He composed the entire show, so, pretty big deal.
If you want to ask him any questions, the number is 970-351-1256. Alex, what's your favorite part of the show?
Oh man. I'd probably have to say the Witch's aria. What I did for that one is I actually wrote out like a nursery rhyme, and then wrote music to the nursery rhyme, and I actually wrote that aria in about a couple hours, like completely orchestrated, which is probably
Wow.
the fastest I've ever written. Like, and it's like it's a 5-minute long aria, so it's like good length. But yeah, it turned out really well, and the staging we came up with, and the lights, and then obviously Logan Snook, who's playing the witch, is supremely talented, and so it's going to be really exciting. I'm excited for that scene a lot because I described it and we kind of acted out a little bit for the cast, and they got like, oh, we're getting goosebumps. And it's pretty cool because she's like the first like really minor melody in the opera, because the 2 and 3 scenes kind of before that, it's kind of happy or melancholy. I mean, nothing really like sad or terrifying until her, but so it'll be a nice like change of pace, I think.
Was it hard to get like a whole orchestra together?
You know what? Surprisingly not. That was probably one of my number one concerns, because since I was a vocal major, I know a lot of people in the vocal department, and so I knew I could generate interest between all my friends who would also have enthusiasm for the project. But as far as instrumentalists, I don't know a whole lot of them, mostly because our fields don't cross. Even though we may go to class, we go in the same classes sometimes with theory, but a lot of people I went to classes have already like graduated. So, but because I'm the RA in the PVA floor in Web King, a lot of those performing visual arts majors are sophomores now from last year, and I was able to talk to a lot of them and a couple of my residents this year in it. So,
Who's in it this year?
Daniel Huang is in it. He plays the cello, and then Brittany Thorne, she moved up to the 3rd floor this semester, but she's the 2nd violinist. And then I feel like I should mention everyone else too. We have Catherine Hangen playing the flute. We have Kirsten Dolan playing the oboe. We have Kyle Angley playing the B-flat clarinet. We have Kyle Sneeden playing the bassoon. We have Tyler Barnes playing the French horn. Andy Azell playing the trumpet. Mario Alvarado playing the timpani. Michael Arlo Heiligen playing violin 1. Brittany Thorne playing violin 2. Abby Herndon playing viola. Daniel Huang playing cello, and Christopher Brandgrove playing the double bass.
That was very impressive that you remembered everyone's full name.
That was pretty,
Yeah.
director status.
I'm good with names, and I feel like you have to be. And I know I'm going to hear, like you said, my last name wrong for someone. Like it never fails. So, and apologies in advance for that, guys. So.
I haven't seen the space before that you're having it in, but I will because I'm going. Is there a pit area that you're having them in, or are they on the stage?
There's a small pit, but we elected not to use it because we would be a little cramped, and I would be standing and blocking a lot of the audience from the view. So the stage is very wide. It's actually wider than Langworthy's, but it's an open stage, so there's no curtains. So we had to get a little creative with what we're doing there. So Foundation Hall has a bunch of sound shells, really just big, broad shells that fall in the background, and you can crank them up to be, I think, like 20 or 30 feet high. And what we did is we're using that for like the back of the stage in a way, and there's an entrance on either side of it, and then off to the side there's some more sound shells, and so the orchestra's going to be on stage but off to the side. But the way because we're renting lights from IPG down in Denver, and the way the lights are going to frame it, we're going to be pretty much in darkness with the exception of the lamps we'll have on our music stands to see the music. So we won't distract from the action of the stage at all. So.
Are you going to be the one conducting it?
Yes, I will be conducting it.
So do you ever get to see it?
I mean, I definitely see it out of the corner of my eyes, and during rehearsals, a lot of times, I'll be conducting, and it's just Jason piano, so I don't have to maintain constant eye contact with him, so I can look over at the score and, stop if need be.
Are you going to film it?
Yes, actually. We recently had a little bit of an issue with our videographer we initially wanted to get, and actually my dad knew someone, and he's like, yeah, he can do this, and I guess things kind of fell through for one reason or another, so we're just looking to get someone else. And I know someone who does it, but unfortunately Mr. Steve Jackson lives in Georgia now, so I actually emailed him last night asking him if he could recommend anyone in the area. But we will hopefully record it from a variety of angles too, so we can.
Do you want to submit it for anything anywhere?
Well, I'm gonna submit it on my portfolio for grad schools.
You want to go to grad school?
Yes.
Do you know where?
The front runner right now is the San Francisco Conservatory of Music, mostly because David Conti is the composition professor there, and he specializes a lot in opera composition, and he also has a good relationship with Professor Brian Ludloff, who's the opera theater director here. So I have an in, if you will, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be accepted. So hopefully this opera goes well. So.
Do you want to read an ad for us?
Oh, I do.
Okay, here you go.
Brings me back to my Radio Disney days.
Were you on Radio Disney?
Yeah, I read commercials for Radio Disney when I was a kid for like 3 years. Well, never live, but.
Like, is that on Google if I Google your name?
I have never heard them since I moved away from Omaha. I'm sure we have them at home somewhere, but. All right. Programming on the UNC Radio supported by Marquee Magazine, an independent Colorado magazine that covers the regional live music scene in print and online. With the region's most thorough concert calendar, Marquee is designed for music freaks by music freaks. More information is available on the web at marqueemag.com. The Marquee, live for live music. Live for live music. I see that.
Good
So,
job.
yeah. You know, I caught it, though, because I saw the LIV under it.
It's fine. Everybody does it.
Live for live music. All right.
Yeah. They really should do something.
They
Do you want to play another excerpt for us?
Yeah. I have just a couple more I could play. First, I'll play a short 30-second excerpt from The Princess's Aria, sung by the lovely Emma Cox. And,
the princesses or
yeah,
the
the
princess?
princesses.
Or prince, sorry.
Yeah, the
Princesses,
princesses.
okay.
Yes. So I'll play the beginning of that.
Okay.
Here we go.
So what was that again, and who sang that?
That was the first 30 seconds, not counting the introduction to The Princess's Aria, sung by Emma Cox.
Do you have another one for us?
Yes, this other one, I'll play the whole thing. I'll give you guys a little more than just like a minute. I know they've been short excerpts, but I want to, I don't want to give too much away.
Is this our last one?
Yes.
Okay.
At least the last one that I have prepared. So this is it's a trio between the prince, the servant, and the innkeeper. Prince, once again, is Jonathan Cottle. The servant is James Vieira, and the innkeeper is Stephen Foster. And at this point, as I explained in the plot, they just escaped the witch, but they can't find a way out of the woods, and they happen upon this inn, and they're looking for a place to stay. So.